chatters! Welcome back to another session of our D&D game. I am your GM, DM, god of this world, Katharina, and I am joined by my beautiful players, Isaac, Abaddon, Verdant, and Red. How you four feeling today?
Great.
I'm good. I'm doing all right.
That's great. That's great. When last we left our heroes, we had gone down this weird mushroom hole into the Underdark. And because the characters are now in the Underdark, they're kind of meandering around and they've stumbled upon some kind of strange, forgotten dwarven relic area that's got a strange contraption on it that was protected by a ghost who lost their special item. And so Red and everybody starts tracking this special item after killing a bunch of influenced creatures outside of the door. And now our party is currently meandering their way through the Underdark, trying to find the source and pick the item back up that was stolen from this area. Does anybody have anything to add to that?
My brain don't feel too good.
Oh yeah, a lot of the party are heavily damaged in the brain region. How you feeling, V?
Feeling pretty good.
Your
Ready to
character's
go.
feeling pretty good?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you sure
feeling
about
great.
that?
I'm determined to continue the quest.
How's your HP feeling?
It's fine. I didn't get attacked.
So let's load up the next part of this map as you all are wandering through the Underdark. Red, you are following the tracks and everything as you are walking through the Underdarks at this time. Please give me a survival check as you are tracking where those creatures were coming from. Good. You are not having too much trouble. They didn't really hide, where they came from. They weren't really in the right mindset for that. So you all are walking through the Underdark with Red leading the way.
Are we supposed to see like a map?
You're supposed to see just an overlay. There's no map. I just thought it would be cool because this is just a walking segment. So right now you guys are
animated.
walking. It is animated, yeah.
Look at that water stream.
Oh, I got nothing but a gray box.
Oh. There's a picture here, Red.
Here, Red, I'm going to screen share real quick so you can see what is happening.
I'm just going to pull Kath's stream.
Okay, fine. Whoa, they changed the screen sharing thing.
Yeah, they did that.
They did that as of like a couple of days ago.
Oh, that's really cool.
So as you all are walking, obviously you are kind of crunching against the stone. You're not really talking to each other. You do hear dripping from water sources around you, but you haven't really spent that much time underground. Most of you haven't really spent that much time underground.
Nope.
The air is rather stale. Because of all the mushrooms, there's kind of like the scent of mold just covering everything. The stone and everything around you, you are walking some kind of path that someone or something has been traveling quite a bit. But along the walls, it's the normal natural rock. That's just kind of there as you all are walking forward. Is there anything you would like to do or say as you all are following Red in the direction that you need to be going?
Is this episode 179 or 180?
179.
I have it as 180. Where did I mess up?
I don't know. I took it off of the last
Somewhere within
episode.
79 episodes.
Where did I mess up in my notes? Continue.
So, V, Isaac, anybody? You guys want to talk about anything?
This
place is shit.
It is. If it weren't for this quest, we really should have went up the hole we came from.
Sorry. I found my notes for session 159 and it reads, "We fought Tree More There Is second phase, we're all gonna die, and then had Rave with Lights, yippee." That's it.
Wow.
Sorry, continue.
Your notes are lovely.
Yep, there is fantastic. I think I see where I messed up.
Marco and Elise are just kind of following you all along the way. They don't really have much to kind of say. They, as they don't have dark vision, are kind of always huddled around Isaac because Isaac has, a sconce, which is their light source. As you all are kind of walking forward, with Red leading the way.
So, what are we looking for? All right, Ward and Shatter. Yeah.
There was the guardian spirit who said that the stone that was used to power the device that protected the city from psychic abilities and attacks was stolen. And you all are going to go get it back.
When did we learn this?
At the end of last session?
When you were gone?
Oh yeah, you did leave for like the last hour.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm like, why do I not remember this? Yeah, that makes sense.
So hey, you wake up in a kind of dazed situation as you're walking through the Underdark, and you'd have no idea how you got here.
Sorry, I think I just took over for a moment. What happened? Hello? Sorry, what? I think I blanked the last hour. What happened exactly?
I mean, mostly we went, saw a ghost lady. Now we're hunting down this thing that's supposed to help repurify the area. We got these stones too.
What stones?
The stones that were in the tentacly thing's head.
Oh,
shakes the stone a little bit.
All right. So we're supposed to achieve that giant slab. Is that what I'm kind of getting?
Yeah, whatever it is that it was.
Oh, so that's the little things we're talking about. Yeah. So after that whole ordeal during like that fight, I kind of blanked. So did I say anything during that time?
Nah, not too bad.
Okay, I guess other me was not feeling talkative. Got it.
How dare you?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I did more damage than you ever do.
Oh yeah, right. Frick you still for that, by the way. So stupid.
So yes, you did dig out some stones that are kind of like assisting you while Red is kind of leading the way and making sure you don't fall into any traps in the direction that you're needing to go, because those creatures were being controlled by something, and this stone that you've dug out of their brains is pulling you back to, you assume, their master. Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do before we continue forward?
I'm gonna write a little note to my girlfriend.
Okay. You and her are having a nice conversation in the book together, as she is currently active and talking.
Yes.
I'll see if I can reach Melody with my sending stone.
You are able to reach her with your sending stone.
Nice.
Just tell her, hey, love, in the Underdark, this place looks like shit. Love you.
I'll also tell the wall that I'm in the Underdark. Sorry.
That's okay. They are both responding to you positively.
Yay.
I'm going to pass on the cleansing stone to hit all of our clothes and stuff. That way, if we have to cover our mouths, we have clean mouth covers.
Sure.
Fair.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes.
Verdant, is there anything you want to do in this quote-unquote downtime?
I don't like this fungal world.
Oh yeah, I forgot you hate mushrooms.
It's horrible. We're breathing in fungal spores, and it's gonna take over our brains. I know it.
I don't think that's how that works, Verdant.
There's the fungus. It's everywhere. I don't like it.
My backpack weighs more than Verdant.
Why do you care about my weight?
Because you're too small.
Doesn't matter. I can fly fast and fly real good.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
All right. Sure.
I don't like breathing these fungal fumes, so we gotta hurry up and find the stone or
You know, I'm
whatever.
pretty sure you're the only one who's paranoid about that.
It's horrible. It's gonna cause
You know,
bad health stuff. I know it.
you know there are like thousands of different types of mushrooms, right?
Yeah, I know. And I'm
So,
also immune to disease, but that doesn't
so
that's
then
besides the
why
point.
are you so flustered about this?
Because the
You'll be
fungus
fine.
spores, Abaddon, they're gonna take over our brains and they're gonna control us as underworld
If they
people.
do, don't worry. I will fireball you directly in the forehead.
It's that's not any better. Are we close? Do we know if we're close to wherever we're
Red,
going?
was that good reassurance, or was that bad?
I don't want to be burned.
I just shrugged.
Fair enough. Sorry, I'm still used to that whole positive reassurance thing. I'm getting used to that.
You're getting there, buddy.
Yeah, it's a learning curve, of course.
You didn't use a snide remark. You're doing good.
That is part of the learning process. I found out very hard, Battle Waller, that is not something you do all the time. I'm getting better.
Yeah. So are we close to the wherever we're looking for?
Mm.
Or are we just wandering aimlessly?
We're following a track, so we're following Red, who knows where we're going.
Not nameless.
Okay. Good.
Wonderful.
Verdant, your stone pulses as you are going in the correct direction.
Excellent. And we're keeping track of where our original hole was, right?
Nobody
we came
said
from?
that.
Well, shit.
I could get us out.
I mean,
Sure.
so could Abaddon.
Are you
This
sure we
is true,
shouldn't
I
leave a
can.
trail of breadcrumbs?
No, I think
No.
we're fine.
Okay. All right. Lead the way.
Okay. So as you all are walking, at some point you start to notice that the jagged walls of the natural rocks are starting to kind of smooth out unnaturally. The temperature is beginning to drop just a little bit, slowly over time. And eventually you start to see that the walls are turning kind of pinkish and slick to the touch. At one point, you see a kind of pulse go through the walls, like some kind of dimly pinkish green light that snakes through the surface. It seems to be throbbing in some kind of slow, steady beat. Ahead of you, a tunnel narrows into what you can only describe as an organic passageway. It seems to be curving downward into a deeper darkness. The walls almost appear to shiver as you approach. The stones beneath your boots begin to soften into a kind of spongy surface, and it's a little springy with each step. As you get closer to the passageway leading downwards, you almost hear a faint whisper that gets louder as you get closer, almost like dozens of voices, but it's not really speech exactly. Fragments of thought, urgent, maybe fearful. You almost feel like you hear familiar voices in the cloud, or echoes from dreams you don't really remember having. As you round the last corner and start to descend into this organic place, you do notice that the walls are bringing on a... Hold on, let me just get that for you. Boop.
Okay.
The walls...
Oh, I still can't see.
The walls around you
Refresh, buddy.
are very squishy. So
You're gonna
here
want
we
to
are.
refresh for this.
And you guys
Trust
are
me.
meandering your way through this area, following
Oh.
those
I got
stones.
nothing but gray boxes.
Even after refreshing?
Yep.
Maybe log out
What
and
about-
log back in.
See, I had to relog in to get here, but
What is this funky chicken?
Hold on, I think my
Oh.
child just yelled at me.
Oh.
So what we're going to be calling this is the brain flesh tunnels.
People crawling out of that wall. I don't like it.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I can try to screen share with you, maybe, or you can keep looking at the street.
I can screen share if you want.
Oh. Flesh tunnels.
Yeah.
Here, I'm screen sharing for you,
Yeah.
Red.
I'll watch them stream. It'll be fine.
Okay.
So here we are. As you guys are kind of walking your way through this area, anything you want to say, or you just keep descending into this creepiness?
It looks like terrible.
I'm going to urge everyone to be quiet.
Huh?
I'm going to leave Isaac behind a good 20 foot. And I'm going to try and be quiet.
You're doing great.
I'm like a shadow in the night, baby.
I mean, if your party wishes to stealth
Yes,
together,
I will stealth,
you can.
yeah.
Oh yeah, but let me see what this stealth's gonna be. He's doing a stealth. I'm gonna try stealth.
I'll try.
Oh,
stealth, too.
baby!
Abaddon and
Damn.
Red are great.
Yeah.
It's not gonna end up well for me.
Yeah, bye.
Squish, 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 squish.
I mean, everybody's doing fine. Really, you guys kind of help Isaac, you know, a little bit. as you are, you know,
Is
doing
Verdant
this
on his
together.
broom or is he walking?
Oh, that's a great point.
It's an
But,
important distinction because if he's walking, he has disadvantage on this check.
Well, listen. If
Hence the
there's-
reason why I'm getting away from them all.
if I'm beginning to step on liquid brain floor, then I'm not gonna want to step on liquid brain floor. So I would get on my broom as soon as I step on liquid brain floor.
Blaine floor.
Brain floor. So I should be on my broom the second I feel the yucky squishiness.
So Verdant has been on his broom for quite some time as you all are making your way through these tunnels.
Good. Icky.
Elise and Marco, let's see how you two are doing. Marco's great. Elise is not so much. But you guys are making your way through it. As you are now inside the tunnels, anybody who wants to, please give me an Arcana check.
All right, screw it.
Jesus.
No. Nothing.
Yeah, I like getting all
mean-
these good rolls, but I'm really
24.
scared I'm burning out everything good.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that shit's magic.
Well, let me just pull this up here really quick. So, one thing you all kind of notice is that the walls themselves are almost seeming to breathe, expanding and contracting. The Arcana for what you kind of did on there, you can clearly see that the walls from time to time they seem to be trying to disorient you. And because you rolled such high on Arcana, you're able to see when they are contracting to maybe throw you off onto a different path or whatever, so you are able to use your Arcana check to stay on the proper path so they don't distract you from where you're trying to go. Another thing that you notice on here with anybody who rolled higher than a 10 in Arcana is that the pulsing in the walls, you do notice that if you happen to use any kind of psychic spell or ability, you'll probably get feedback, aka you would get some damage to yourself. Just so you know.
Using magic?
Psychic magic specifically. So mind magic.
I see.
So, just so you know, you would probably get some kind of feedback, aka psychic damage, as it interferes with whatever you are trying to cast. Also, for those that got over a 20, if you touch the spongy walls, you do notice that in some sections of them, there appear to be things that have been restrained. And so you'll probably get sucked into the walls if you touch them for too long or put too much weight on them. I don't know if you want to share this with your party members, for those of you that got this information, but there it is, as you are continuing your way through.
Sorry, my Discord cut off. What did you say?
Which part did you miss?
Most of that.
Yes, but where did you end?
I don't remember.
My guy.
It was like
What's
the
the last
psychic
thing you
brain
heard?
stuff. The psychic brain stuff. And then
Okay.
it was bop.
So you heard the psychic feedback,
Yep. And then
and then the
nothing after that.
spongy walls, if you touch them, they would try to absorb you.
Okay, so no touchy walls.
And do you want to talk to your party members about any of this?
Yes.
Have at it.
All right. So I know most of you don't use psychic magic. I think that might be me for a couple of things. Try not to use that if you have it. It might cause feedback in here. Also, don't touch the walls. You'll probably be consumed by them, so don't do that. By the looks of it. From what I can glean.
Gross.
Just an FYI.
Got it.
I wasn't going to touch any of this stuff.
Yeah,
It's
so just stay on
yucky.
the path, and hopefully you'll be there. Also, the contractions might try to disorientate us. Don't worry about that. We'll just keep going.
Yeah,
on
Red's
the grid.
Red's pretty much got that on lockdown. Red's not
Yeah.
letting you guys get lost.
Yeah, I think Red's got
Excellent.
us, so I think we're fine.
Great.
At one point, as you guys are kind of meandering your way forward, you do see a little further down the path two creatures that do not look familiar. If someone would like to take a guess as to what they are, you can roll me a survival check to see if you can recognize what beasts these are.
You sure? I'll roll.
Abaddon, you've never seen this before in your life.
No, I'm too focused on the walls.
So Red, as you are ahead of everyone else, you do notice that there appear to be Grimlocks ahead of you. You know that Grimlocks are blind creatures. They're not terribly powerful, but they are usually used as playthings of other brain beasts in the Underdark. And you can see two ahead of you. They definitely don't have eyes, and they're just kind of standing there.
I kind of look at them, then I kind of scratch the back of my head where there is a bald spot and a big scar. Then I will slowly pull out my axes. I think I'm going to try and assassinate him.
Okay. Red, you're the only one
Yeah.
who sees this. So your party members see you start to like sneak forward a little bit faster.
I'm going to like put my hand up and I'm going to point to my eyes and hold up 2 fingers.
You guys following
All
that?
right.
Yep. I understood it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then I'll like put a finger to my mouth for them to be quiet. And I'll point down the hall where they are and cover my eyes.
Thumbs up.
All right. Thumbs up as well.
And then I'm gonna. Oh god, he disappeared. Oh fuck.
Oh, sorry.
I already got him.
Game is good.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay,
Know what I do.
so these are the Grimlocks over here. I know it's a weird wiggly map or whatever, and they're not wiggly. I actually tried to get an animated version of these tokens, but they were being not functional, so I couldn't get them to work. Sad.
Aw.
All right, Red. You
And
are.
I only see two.
You only
things
see
here.
2 in this particular corridor. Yes. And
Could I potentially listen for more just in case there's like more around?
you can, but remember, there is a lot of psychic feedback right now. You're hearing the whispering, like it is kind of distorting all sound around you. So it would be, you might hear something, but that could be an illusion.
Okay, well, then I think I'm just going to get right up and try and kill these 2.
Okay. So we're going to have Red give me a stealth roll up, and they have blind sight, so that is what we are going against. They do not seem to notice you as you creep towards them.
I'd like to get here.
Okay. So you have scooted your way forward, and I totally forgot that you can't see the map, so that is correct. That is exactly where you need to be, so you're behind this one here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming
Yeah, I can see them 2, but everything else is gray. Like, I can see the grid we walk on, but that's it.
Weird. Okay.
And I'm going to try and kill this guy.
Let's go. Let's see. A 21 does hit it. How much damage do you do, sir?
The first one is a 13.
Okay. Red, you kind of sneak up behind this one, and just before you hit, you kind of see his back straighten up, and he, not really with his eyes, but you see his nose kind of go up, and he starts sniffing the air, and you embed one of your axes into the back of his skull, and then rip it back out. He stumbles a little bit, but he appears to still be standing.
Well, I got more where that came from. Oh,
That hits.
That's a crit.
Excellent. Please give me your damage.
Okay. 1535.
So, Red, you have been trying to take this guy out as quietly as possible, and so when you embedded your axe into the back of his skull and kind of ripped it back out, you saw, like, the back kind of split open a little bit. So then you take your other axe and do a kind of slick motion to the base of their neck, and you slit the kind of brain cord there, and you see the body just like a marionette collapse onto the ground. And this first one is dead. Now, issue is, does this one notice? That's not a siren, is it? No, I think that was a police car. Never mind. Sorry. There's another tornado watch where I am. I was just seeing if that was a siren or just a random siren. Okay. This one unfortunately does notice you.
With a 28 stealth?
He noticed his friend falling. And so he looks back towards it. And whether he sees you or not, you can't really tell, but he is looking down at his companion.
Okay, well, he can look down at his companion all he wants to. That's not where I am, and he's gonna eat one too.
Okay. A 24 does hit.
For 9.
9. So Red, this one is now on high alert, and it kind of turns back, and it is sniffing the ground, and it can tell that its friend is bleeding or whatever they are to each other. And you go in for an attack, and you do hit this one, but he seems to move enough out of the way to where your axe just hits him in the chest, and you deal a blow to the body of this creature. It is now combat time. Please, everyone, roll initiatives if you wish to continue fighting these creatures.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Here I go killing again.
So diplomacy is out of the question here.
I mean,
You know what? You talk to him. I'm
Red.
gonna talk to him with my axes.
I know these things. There's no negotiating.
Verdant, you said that's a 9 for you, buddy?
Unfortunately, yes.
Isaac, you got a 13?
Yep.
What did you get there, Abaddon?
It's rolling 13.
Okay, well, you and Isaac got the same number. Who has what dex?
I currently have a 0 right now.
I got a 14 for dex.
Okay, so Isaac goes up
I
before
had a higher
you.
dex, but my brain got mushed.
Don't worry
Same.
about it. Isaac goes before you. Red
Oh,
and Verdant,
wonderful.
you both have 9. Who has the higher dex?
I have a 10 right now.
Verdant?
I also have a 10.
Never mind, roll off. Just roll a d20
Roll
in the game.
Okay.
9.
Pow.
Okay,
pow,
so
pow,
Verdant
pow.
will go above you, Red. And then we have Elise, our lovely bean, and Marco, our wonderful bean. And then our apparently colorful Grimlock,
Yeah.
who is
Multicolored.
a terrible roller. Fair. All right. So this guy is at the bottom of the order. Elise is here. She is probably going to cast Bless on everybody. So, you get Bless, and you get Bless. Remember, I don't actually have the Bless anymore. I'm sorry. You're quote-unquote paralyzed, but you're actually blessed. There you go. Okay. So Elise casts Bless on everybody that she can. Unfortunately, she can't get Marco with it, and that's fine. Marco doesn't need it, probably. And then it is Marco's turn. And so that should be fine. Marco's gonna come up here, and he's going to attack this guy. Our beautiful, beautiful boy. What a good lad. Chad of Marco. Where's my...
Get him, Marco.
Marco rolled a 20. Marco hits.
Marco, fuck him up. Marco crits.
Max
Marco.
damage crit.
Oh. Oh.
Marco!
Marco, my boy. Can you not right now?
Damn,
Bully him,
son.
Marco! Bully him!
What? What? Okay, so Red, you hit this guy in the chest, drawing his aggro, and you just see Marco kind of go, and you see his sword just like cut this guy right in the neck, and he pulls it out, and blood kind of gushes from the neck, and he cuts all the vocal cords so it can't scream or anything, and you just kind of watch as Marco's standing there with his sword up, and it crumples onto the ground bleeding out, and he looks over at you, Red, and he looks down at the guy, and then looks back at you, Red.
I just smile and just nod.
Marco killed this one, apparently.
Yeah, Marco is always doing that shit. Just random Marco crits are always hot.
Yeah.
Dude's always doing it.
Yeah.
So annoyed. And my NPCs are
These
too
NPCs are gonna you're gonna
Yes.
outgrow them. Well, Marco keeps landing crits.
Yeah, and
Elise has
she
got
rolls for
those
her
fatty
enemies, and they
heals.
roll like a 2.
Got Ultra Instinct Elise over here, and Marco's the ultimate glass cannon.
good. Just, I got it. Are we good? I don't see anymore.
Manny, that's why Marco's so strong. Man is fighting on the razor's edge every moment of his life. He knows, I get hit, I'm done.
Oh.
That just reminds me that the river drake that came out was trying to drag either me or you into the water. Marco comes up, random crit, max damage. Oh fuck! All right, dude, and he got the kill.
Yeah.
I need Marco to stop critting all my enemies.
I swear to God, if we get to the big bad and Marco's the one that just crit max damage kills.
I need everyone to please roll me a perception.
Perception.
Yeah, that tracks.
probably fine. Okay.
Pretty
So everyone is kind of, well, Abaddon and Isaac, you're just kind of like frozen for a second as you watched Marco down this guy, and you're standing there and you're listening because you guys you didn't make a lot of noise, but you made a lot of movement. And so you're kind of looking around and seeing if anything is going around. Red and Verdant, you do notice that the pulsing in the walls almost seems to like, it increases for a second, and then it slows down again. But it seems to be pulsating a little bit faster than it did before.
I'm gonna tell the rest of the party that what I've noticed. So does it have awareness then?
Does who
If
have
it's
a what?
Does this area that we're in have like awareness then? If it's noticing movement,
That's not good.
that is not good.
So Verdant and Red, you two are not caught unawares. But the other party members who are caught unawares, you see kind of slipping out of the actual brain tissue of the wall appears to be these weird brain creatures with arms and legs. And they're going to they're going to get a sneak attack on Marco and Elise.
Oh no.
I'm sure none of you guys know what these
This is just
are.
retaliation for Marco getting a max damage crit.
It really
No,
is.
these are so bad.
Oh, you guys, I'm in so much danger right now.
Yeah.
I'm in
No, yeah.
danger.
Yeah, you're in a lot of danger, bud. I am also kind of close to that danger zone too, buddy.
What's your intelligence score right now, buddy?
It's at a 10, but it's
Mine's
like,
an 8.
Yeah, we're not doing great, Chief.
Nope.
This could be real bad, sure.
We're one failed save away from rolling new characters, baby.
Uh-huh.
So
I was
this
almost there
one,
before.
let's do Marco's first. So if anybody would like to know what these creatures are, please give me a survival check.
I'll roll. Outside of game, I know. Steve Abaddon might know with that roll, but
Verdant, would you like to do a survival check, buddy?
Yeah. Let's give it a go.
Red
A
knows,
-1.
Abaddon knows.
Screw it, I'll throw it out there too.
Oh, can we find us?
Yeah, that tracks.
Isaac doesn't know. Verdant, you've never seen these before.
Well,
Sorry. But, for those of you that know what they are, though you know that you are the ones that are the most in danger right now, these are intellect devourers. And they do exactly what you think. And so this one is jumping onto Marco and onto Elise.
So did they come out of the walls?
They came out of the walls.
Hmm.
It seems that they were kind of hiding in the fleshy bits between the walls, and you didn't notice them. But they sure noticed you guys when you killed their pets. And they are going to attempt to consume the minds of both Marco and Elise. So, Marco, Elise, I need you both to give me intelligence saving throws, please. Marco first.
oh no.
That is not what I wanted to see, Marco, buddy. That is
Oh no.
not what I wanted to see, my friend.
Oh no.
Elise, how about you, honey?
I have a very important question to ask you, Kath.
Uh-huh.
So, and I have to ask this because I know you've done it in the past.
Uh-huh.
So, do you consider natural one fails on saves as a crit for the other guy? It's important to know.
I mean, we kind of haven't been doing that the whole game.
We
so I
have
don't know why
not
we
been
would
doing
change it
that the
now.
whole game, so I'm not going to do
Okay.
it now. No.
Okay, cool.
Because I don't include 20s as crit successes either.
Was that an attack roll? That dude?
These were the intellect devourers. They have chosen one creature that they can see within 30 feet, and they have chosen Marco and Elise. and the target had to succeed an intelligence saving throw, or they take 3d10 psychic damage.
Okay.
Yeesh.
If the target fails the saving throw by 5 or more,
Oh,
You just kill Marco.
is Marco dead?
Oh, no, unfortunately, it's not. I think you're looking at an older intellect devourer.
am I? I'm looking at the 5e
if they-
SRD.
yeah. Oh. No, it's not the 5 or more is not there anymore. It's the you failed it? Oh, well, eat it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 3d6.
Well, I'm gonna...
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
see,
yeah,
the
yeah,
one that
yeah,
I'm
SRD
looking
doesn't
at,
get updated.
its intelligence score is reduced to 0 if the target fails a saving throw by 5 or more.
Oh,
So...
that's weird.
So, Marco, you guys see the tendrils of this creature as it comes up to Marco, like these little fine things kind of come up around, and you see them embed themselves into Marco's head, and his eyes kind of roll back for a second, and he collapses onto the ground with this creature's little vine-like things pushing further into his head. Marco is incapacitated. Marco can no longer fight in this battle. Elise successfully saves, and she is able to kind of fend the creature off behind you, and you hear her shriek as this creature attempts to do the same thing to her. Thankfully, it fails. So, at this point, I need Abaddon to give me a high or low.
Oh, why me? Low.
Okay. Because Abaddon did low, unfortunately, we are not re-rolling initiatives, so I just get to add these guys to the initiative order and see where they fall.
What did high mean?
You would have been able to choose if we re-roll initiatives or not.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you don't.
We have a curt intellect devourer.
Unfortunately, Marco, my dear friend, you are incapacitated. If I have an incapacitated button, we're just gonna go with unconscious. Sure. So Marco's intelligence is to 0, and until he gets at least 1 point back, he is not fight worthy. Elise, she's the one that shrieks and is currently looking back at the creature behind her, and she's gonna go, "Oh God!"
So did it use did it use the body thief ability or just the devour intellect one?
It currently only used the consume mind ability.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Oh, good.
Good.
So far.
That's great.
But for those that know about it, it technically can choose an incapacitated creature next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And just insta-kill it. All right.
Yeah, let's not have that happen, thanks.
Well, it's Elise's turn. So the issue here is she is the only one that goes before these creatures. Because Marco is incapacitated.
No.
So we have a mild problem. But
What do you mean a mild? This is a major problem, Cass.
Yeah, that's
we have a mild problem.
This is a big problem here, dog.
Let's see. One action. Let me just look at this really quick. Lesser restoration spell. Does that not work anymore?
Nope.
less right. No.
No, it's protection from evil and good.
Oh, damn.
That's what they need now.
Why did they nerf lesser restoration so hard?
Because
Because there's like so many classes, they just get it for free.
That's so
Yep.
dumb. Actually, what she can do is this. That should work. Yes. Okay. So Elise is going to run over here to Marco. Yes, I know there's a dead creature here. Get out of my way. I'm busy. She's gonna run over here to Marco, and she is going to cast Death Ward on him. So the first time the target would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, the target saves to 1 hit point instead. Does that help? Let me just see.
No.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
As well as comprehension,
No,
otherwise inheritance. Choose to. Oh, I
Yeah,
guess that wouldn't work. Okay, so she doesn't cast that.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Frick.
Body Thief is a straight up instant kill.
Hmm. So she would have to kill the creature to make it not kill
Yeah.
Marco.
Yeah.
Frick.
Or
Well,
somehow get in the way of it.
I did not
like,
expect
move
Marco
it.
to go down with that attack. This is fine.
No.
I say, with the exception of Isaac, most of us, actually, I think everybody in the party is at risk of getting one shot by these things.
Oh yeah.
And that's just because you have the headband of intellect. Right? You have
Yep.
that equipped still?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that is like, so doesn't matter how hard your intellect gets reduced, that headband keeps you
At
sane.
19.
Yeah. But everybody else, 3d6 worth of intelligence damage, that's a death sentence.
Yeah.
Anywhere from 3 to 18 damage.
Well, why are you using OP enemies, Kath?
That's the
Listen.
thing, they're really
strong.
not.
They're
They're
really
really
not.
They're hella weak. It's just the Underdark stuff is on a different level.
Yeah, they just got
That's
the
like when you
jump on
start-
us.
Yeah,
and
as
then
soon as you get
turn
into
bad
like
people.
Underdark stuff, challenge rating, ignore that number. It's not right.
Yep.
Yup.
There's actual scary stuff down here, Vernon. If you aren't afraid, you really should be.
Yeah.
And honestly, all my stuff that would have stopped it is attack roll. So
Yeah, and the Body Thief isn't an attack roll. It's just a teleport.
I mean, the only thing that could have happened was Verdant could have body swapped with him.
Verdant's too
Not
far,
bigger than 5 feet.
unfortunately.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Well, Elise is gonna. Okay, you're gonna think this is dumb of me, okay? But Elise is gonna hold action, and then the creatures are going to go. And we're just gonna do this side first, okay? We're gonna do this side first, okay? With what's going on with Marco. So, Marco, you guys see this creature as its little tendrils are kind of going into Marco's brain, and then all of a sudden you kind of see it.
It is a contested intelligence check. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a contested intelligence check, but Marco has 0 intelligence right now.
Marco's been zeroed out.
So he rolls
unless if you're a natural 1, but
yeah, he rolls a d10
Uh-huh.
minus 10 or minus 5
a d20
against the
minus.
intellect devourer.
Yeah. Unless the intellect devourer rolls a natural 1.
Yeah.
I can give it a go. Let's see.
No, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, because it still has to make it anyways, and then
It can
Lisa
be
would have to-
forced from the host body by means of protection from evil and good spell being cast on the host. I don't think
Oh, I
Elise
have
has
that spell. I have that.
Yeah, but it's not your turn right now, and the creatures go first.
Well, she
Which
did hold her
is-
action, unless that was her action.
Well, her held action was going to be revivify.
Yeah.
Because he would technically die from this.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have anything that can one-shot this creature, so she's gonna hold action to revivify because it's about to kill Marco. So unfortunately, you all see this brain thing kind of meld into Marco's head, and disappear inside. It seems to have wiggled its way into Marco's skull, and all of its little tendrils kind of retract into Marco's body, and you see his body kind of flinch and twitch a little bit as he starts to kind of stand back up as the body's moving in strange ways. This one, which failed to hit Elise, is going to attempt to hit somebody else because Elise ran away. Let's see who he's going to attack down here on the bottom. Because the pretty one went away. I'm going to attack a random one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be Isaac, unfortunately. Isaac, it is going to try to attack you. Let's see. Isaac, what is your AC?
17.
17. Okay, it is going to try to multi-attack you. And if it hits, it's then going to try to do Consume Mind. So let's see if it can hit you first. I got a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Can anybody change that?
Yeah. I'm gonna silver barbs.
Okay. Isaac, this guy is coming right at you. Abaddon, you see this one going for like the kill shot, and you're like, no. Okay, that's better. I miss with the first claw attack. It makes one attack with his claws.
I'll give Isaac the D20 for advantage on this next D20 roll.
Nice.
Wait, I got a nat 20?
No, you get a advantage in your next D20 roll.
Sorry to say, that's super OP. If you can just be like, oh no, Big Bag got a 20? No, we're going to give that to my buddy over here.
No.
So it misses with its claw attack, but Isaac, I do need you to roll me an intelligence saving throw, please.
At advantage.
Alrighty.
At advantage. Please roll 2 D20s.
Or 2 saves, yeah.
It is 13. So you barely hit the saving throw. So Isaac, you see this thing, he tries to claw at you, and then you see some of those little tendrils coming out, and they try to like caress over your face, and you're like, no, and you push it off of you. And you don't take any damage from it. Unfortunately, this one is currently inside Marco. So now it is the next person's turn, which would be Isaac's turn. Now, I guess Elise is just going to use a free action really quick to look at you guys and ask, Revivify? Question marking tone? But it is Isaac's turn now.
I'm going to rage.
Okay, Isaac, you rage as your free action?
Yeah, I just watched Marco die and come back.
Yeah.
I believe it's rage time.
Fair.
He's just going to step over here, and I'm going to smack the shit out of this thing.
Okay. Please roll to attack. A 30 definitely hits.
May the gods help you.
They don't have any armor. They're just brains on legs.
Brains on legs.
It's a 15 damage on the first swing.
15 damage on the first swing. Okay. He is unfortunately still up.
26 to hit.
26 hits.
Jeez, that dice went for a roll.
Ooh. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 damage to the face.
25. So You reach over
35
Isaac
total, yeah.
and you embed this axe like in the middle of this creature and kind of wiggle it around a little bit as you feel your rage pushing yourself further at seeing Marco just get consumed behind you, and you rip it back out, and this thing is still kind of standing, but it's a little wobbly and it's bleeding quite badly out of its head. He's still up.
Yep.
For the punk.
After 35 damage, dang.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, no. 40 damage, yeah.
They are. It is still up.
I just turned. Abaddon, kill it.
And that will
Give him a thumbs up.
end Isaac's turn. Abaddon, it is your turn.
Okay.
Elisa's question is still hanging in the air, just so you know.
Yes.
And it is Abaddon's turn.
Would I... God, I don't know.
You are blessed, by the way, so your saving throw earlier should have also gotten a D4 on it.
I mean, he still passed, but...
He still passed.
Hey, I'm going to... How badly hurt is it looking?
Very bad.
Okay, wonderful. I'm just going to move so I don't have direct sight on it, and I'm going to firebolt it.
Okay. 22
hit.
hits. It dies. It's okay.
Yeah,
So
22
Abaddon,
damage,
you step behind Isaac and he says to kill it, and you just emblazon this thing and turn it into a roast brain on the ground.
Like a JoJo stand, I like lean back, put my hand out, and blast it next to from Isaac and blast it.
Yep. So Abaddon, you do successfully crush this thing.
Okay. I still have other things left. I'm gonna rush over here. Can I?
All you have is a
What
bonus.
Yeah. I rolled to know what it was because I knew what it was.
It
Do
is
I
inside
know?
Marco's head right now.
Yes. Do I know that if Revivify works when an Intellect Devourer consumes mind? Would I know that?
So unless the brain of the creature is restored within 1 round, the body dies.
1 round.
Oh, and Revivify wouldn't work then.
Mm-hmm.
Because he'd just get back up and like the Intellect Devourer is still inside of it, so it would just eat the brain again. I think he's just
Well, I still have my Protect Against Evil and Good spell. I don't know if that would force it out.
It would. But do you know that in character?
Yeah.
You don't
I
know
have
what
that
these
spell.
things are.
No,
Remember,
you don't know, Verdant.
don't know. Earlier when you rolled, you didn't know what these things were.
Does Abaddon knows? Yes.
How high was your roll earlier?
It was fairly high, I think.
Let me roll
What's
back
the
up.
survival? Survival's
He got-
17.
So he got
17.
17. I
Yeah,
got,
17. Yeah.
You probably wouldn't know because you don't focus on divine
That's true.
power. Red might, though. Red would probably know that that would work. But how are you going to communicate that to Verdant?
I also don't know if Verdant can cast that.
I cast it a few
Yeah.
times.
He has cast it once in front of
Mm.
you.
Okay. Because Abaddon's thought process right now is kill the body, it'll leave, and then revivify. That's
kinda my thought,
Abaddon's
too.
thought right now. Yeah. I mean, we all know that Marco does not have a lot of hit points. Should I just blast Marco as a bonus action?
I mean, you have a little bit of time to ask your party members as a free action. I'm going to give you like 10 words or less to
Yeah.
quickly be like, the fuck.
Yeah.
But like, give me what you want to talk to
Yes.
each other about. Quickly, short, free action.
Mhm. Do we kill him? Are we reviving him? What do we do? My thought's killing.
That was more than 10, but sure.
That was not more than 10.
Are we all
Do
able
we
to talk?
kill him or not?
We're going to do just
or
a
revive?
quick,
do?
free action of you guys can talk like in character if you can talk. So Abaddon said his piece. Abaddon can't say anything else.
Mhm.
And you guys can do a quick 2 cents.
Try lightning.
That was Isaac's. Elise already said hers. She said revivify with a question mark, so that was her free action.
Red.
Heal now, revivify later.
I also
Verdant?
say the same thing. Blast now, revivify later.
Okay, that's what we'll do then. I will use sorcery points to.
I'm hoping lightning will screw this thing up enough that it just gets out.
I mean, something, brother. I can do chromatic orb.
Unless, well, damn.
Yeah, chromatic orb
Laser
would
the
be the
shit
best
out of
thing
him.
I'd
Do
do.
you have anything that like directly targets a creature, not?
I
not
mean,
like
I can make a.
tackle?
I mean, like for saving throws, yeah. Technically,
Because
yeah.
otherwise it has total cover, so range attacks
Mhm.
don't do anything.
Total cover inside of Marco's head.
See, the thing is the one damage spell that I have that is targeted is psychic.
Imagine
Oh
that.
my god.
Fucking
So it's
reverb
like
the shit out of this place.
How unfortunate.
Dumps
Oh
a
my
7th level
God.
psionic lance into the walls.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm debating on if I want to kill myself, basically.
I only have 1 revivify.
I mean, I have a revivify. Oh god. What
Do
a
we have the
mess.
diamonds for 2?
Do we have
Yep.
the diamond? Yeah.
Elise only has 1. I don't know if
I-
Verdant ever picked any
I
up.
bought. Don't say that. I bought some. I specifically made sure to buy some.
And it's
in my
on your
inventory.
character sheet?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Then Elise has 1 and Verdant has 1.
Do you have a 3rd level spell?
Yes. I have
Okay.
3 slots.
All right. Well, then this is gonna hurt me a lot more than it's gonna hurt it, probably.
Now hold on. Roll me your intelligence check really quick.
Why? Okay. Just like a just straight check.
Yeah, just a check to see how this is gonna hurt. How much is this going to hurt you?
Yeah, it will. 15.
Okay.
Oh no, +2 because I have the stuff, so 17.
So listen. Remember when I said it's going
Yes.
to reverberate?
Yes.
Okay. The,
Oh my
s-
God.
He
the
didn't ask how
ability
big the room was.
surges, and each creature will take
Oh.
it. It is a surge. It is
Oh,
a
crap.
feedback in an area.
That's
That's what I meant by surge.
I don't have that many revivifies.
May the odds be in your favors.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm thinking. Can I do that? Or did I take that? Did I take it? Or am I stupid? Did I take
mean-
that as a thing?
I don't know what you're thinking of, my man.
Hold on. Shit, I didn't take that one.
Meta magic?
Frick. Yeah, the one where I can change it to a different type.
Are you just gonna polymorph Marco?
Turn him into a sheep.
No, because like.
Well, wouldn't that just because if you polymorph Marco, he's
'Cause
not
I- 'cause
Marco. He'd
technically,
be outside
Kath,
of Marco.
DM, they're technically
No.
one being right now, right?
Yes.
So polymorph won't work.
Let's see. Let me just double check. Defense magically devour the creature's brain, teleports into its skull, taking full control of the body. Total cover against attacks and other effects outside the host.
Oh, so yeah, we have to target the host.
So polymorph would work.
No.
No.
If the host body drops to 0, it must leave.
So it must
All right,
leave.
buddy. It's getting blasted with a 6th level chromatic orb. Sorry, Marco. This is gonna hurt you a lot.
Misses. Domes me in the back of the head.
Shut up.
Please don't miss.
Shut up, please. Yeah. I'm not doing fire. I'm not stunning myself. I'm doing lightning. Please don't miss.
Oh,
Okay, we're good.
I saw
It was
that
almost a natural
4.
20 on my end. So.
That was almost a 4 on my
right.
side.
It's about to hurt, buddy.
Yeah, Marcos doesn't
gotta
have that
hurt.
high.
Yeah, he took 32 lightning damage.
Let me see where you're at right now, Marco, buddy. Hold on. Marco is a fighter, so he's still up with 37 damage.
I did my piece. That's all I can do on my turn.
Verdant and Red are the last two things we have.
Okay, so that was Abaddon's turn. Verdant, you got higher than Red, so Verdant, it is your turn.
No, I can't leave that on me.
So
oh god.
You can make a decision right now of whatever you want to do.
Cass said you couldn't do the. Cass said you couldn't do the wording evil thing.
Yeah, I want to.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I couldn't. You can't target the mind or the intellect devour at all, right?
Not really, no.
Not until you kick it out of the body.
No, the reverb would have got it.
The reverb would have got it.
Yeah, it would have gotten us too, and that would have hurt.
Yeah, that would suck.
A lot.
So on the bright side, if we reduce Marco to 0 and the thing leaves, we might just be able to pick him up with a regular healing spell.
Intelligence is still 0.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Verdant, you could always just walk up, hold a revivify.
Just for an example, I'm rolling this just to show. This would have been this much damage if I did that spell. So it would have hurt us a lot.
I'd be fine.
I would have been fine too. It still would have hurt.
I can take like 4 of those. Let's do it.
You would have taken Elise's half damage.
Oh, well, I can take 3 of those.
So, what are you doing, Verdant?
I
mean, listen. This is a role-playing game.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Like, if you tell me, like, you want to pray to your god, or like get into character of like, how do you want to help Marco? You know,
I want to save Marco's life. I want to save Marco's life with everything I have.
He's already dead, homie.
Yeah, I know, but so I want to save his life. So I'm I'm considering all the tools on my tool belt.
So he's already dead. So you have failed to save his life.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Well, I want to bring him back to life. I want to bring Marco back. So no matter what, I'm gonna go to his side.
Okay. Now, like, all that you know right now is that there was a brain creature. Isaac killed one. Well, Isaac and Abaddon killed one. And then this one that was over here seems to have merged with Marco. That's all you currently know. Because you don't know what these creatures were.
Then Marco is also getting up weird-like.
I also saw Abaddon blast Marco with a chromatic orb, so...
Well, you guys did your little free action talk spell, so you know everything that was said during that free action talk session. So, like...
Exactly. So we're blasting Marco and revivifying him. That's the...
If that is what you want to do, you can do that.
It hurts the soul. What would be best? Because Elise is already holding action on Revivify.
She is.
And you're telling me I don't know the extent of protection from evil and good. Like, I don't know that it helps against aberrations, celestials, elementals, etc.
I don't know. I said is that you don't know what this creature is.
I know what the context of my spell is, but I don't know what the type of this creature is.
Yeah, you don't know what this creature is, so...
You don't know what it is or what it can do.
Okay.
All you know is it looks like a little brain creature just jumped into his head. So you are in full ability to do whatever you think your character would do.
Alright, I'm gonna say...
Would your character, with the training that your character has, want to try that? Or would you just whack him because you don't know? This is where your roleplay comes in. What do you want to do?
I know. What I would want to do is I would want to whack him and then use any warding spells I have, like protection from evil and good, and then have Elise revivify. That would be my thought process.
Unfortunately, protection from good and evil is an action, so you
Is an
cannot
action.
whack and do that spell.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem I have. Mm. I'm stuck. I genuinely don't know.
Make a
what to
roll.
do.
Leave it up to the dice gods.
Okay. I'm gonna blast Marco. I think that's just the thing I
Okay.
gotta do.
Let's do it. What are you blasting Marco with?
I'm thinking. mm, Technically, okay, one more question. Technically, would Sanctuary do anything because it wards someone against attack? Or does it not work because they're one entity? Is the thing actively attacking Marco in his brain?
No. Not that you know. You don't know anything about that. You know Sanctuary protects someone from being attacked from the outside. You don't know if what is happening on the inside. You do know what an undead is. And you do know that if somebody loses their brain, they're probably not functional anymore.
Hurts my soul.
Like I'm just listening to Super Mario Sunshine music while this is all happening.
So what are we doing, buddy?
Gotta speed things up.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I gotta make a decision. I'm gonna chop. Oh God, I'm gonna chop Marco's head in two to try and kill the creature in his skull, and pray that Elise Like I'm trying to kill the creature in Marco's skull, and pray that
You
Elise
can't
can
attack the creature. You are attacking Marco.
Well,
You
I'm
are
gonna
attacking.
I am gonna split his skull in two. Is my goal.
That is.
With my
He's
You
aiming for the head.
You can attack the body of the head of Marco. Yes.
yes, I'm chopping it.
You are attacking Marco with what?
My halberd.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
God,
Verdant has not decided what to do yet.
I'm dying here. All right. And I'm blessed still, right?
You are blessed.
Okay.
Oh, I can't
Just
forget that.
stab the man.
I am. So it's a 1d4 for bless.
Roll a d20, and then yes, it's 1d4 for bless.
Okay. Oh my God.
An 18 does not get through Marco's armor class.
Are you serious?
Right.
Marco has a 20 armor class.
Holy crap, Marco.
I made his armor with him.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Yep.
go for it.
You have 2 attacks, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna go again.
Okay.
Oh God, I'm stressing. Alright.
Welcome to D&D, buddy.
Yeah, I know. 22. Oh, okay.
So your first attack, you hit the armor because you just can't get yourself to kind of hurt Marco. But then you see him turn, and the eyes that used to glimmer with life just turn to you, and you see they're unfocused, his mouth slightly hanging ajar as he just looks at you.
Yep.
And so your second attack goes through because you realize he's no longer in there.
All right. I'm blasting him with divine smite with this attack, and I'm blasting him with everything.
Okay.
Just blasting his entire head, like in a
You are
divine
attacking
explosion.
Marco, yes.
I am. Okay. So damage first, and then divine
Please
smite.
know that Revivify does not replace lost body parts.
Oh,
Oh,
hold
Oh.
on. If it doesn't replace lost body parts, then we can't save him.
we can't save him. Yeah.
It cannot restore any missing body parts.
So Marco's just gone.
Marco's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine, love.
God. Okay, well,
You already hit. Please roll
I already hit.
damage.
Yeah. All right, and I did say divine smite, so awful. Okay. All right. So 1d10. Let's see. D10, 1d8, 1d6. Plus 3, and then for divine smite, is it a fiend or undead?
It is, no. It is an aberration.
Aberration. Okay. So we'll do a 3rd level slot. 3d8, 4d8. Yeah, so it'd be 5d8 on top. Alright. That's my damage. Oh.
That is enough to knock Marco down.
Oh. Alright.
No, don't do that. There we go. So Marco is now in, technically death saving throws, but he's at 0.
So it leaves.
So it will be shunted from the body. Now let's see. It says here that if the host body drops to 0 hit points, the devourer must leave the host.
Okay.
So, as you kind of knock Marco down, you see it, as it had magically teleported into the body, as Marco's body kind of drops again, you see it kind of teleport back out behind it, as you have shunted it from the body. So that was 1 attack, 2 attack. You moved. You have a bonus action left.
I do.
Would healing him do anything? Because he would go to 1 HP.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I can't do lay on hands as a bonus action. Elise has been holding Revivify action this whole time.
Mm-hmm. But it's your
Would
turn right now, sir.
I know.
Finish your turn. You have a bonus action.
I'm deciding between Sanctuary or bonking the brain thing. Because if I use Sanctuary on Marco, would that prevent the brain thing from trying to reattach?
Probably not.
Okay. So I'm just going to get the brain thing's attention as best I can by bonking it.
Okay.
I think that's the best thing I could do.
Please give me what you're going to do.
Yeah, I know. I'm in deep shock, Kath. Why isn't it rolling? There we go. That's also with a 1d4. Let me roll that real quick.
Okay, that does hit. Please give me your damage.
8, 1d4.
Pop the little bastard.
6, 1d8. Plus 1. Alright. Whack!
So you bonk it with the back half of your halberd as the creature was laying out on the ground. That is the end of your turn, sir. Red.
Yep.
Marco has collapsed back onto the ground, and the creature is flayed out behind it. What would you like to do? Spleen?
Sorry, I was talking. Sorry, I was muted. I didn't know. So on my survival check, I rolled a 20. I know what this creature is.
Yep, you know what this creature is.
Do I know what it just did?
There is a chance that it was knocked out of Marco's head fast enough to where it didn't devour it. because it is a magical teleport inside, and it's possible it did not eat the full brain.
Then
And Verdant has technically killed Marco.
we make sure that this doesn't happen again. I'm going to dump all 3 attacks
Okay.
into this thing.
Just roll to hit first. Yes, that hits. Just roll
Okay.
all 3 of your hits.
Alrighty.
Because as long as you hit at least twice. Yeah. Essentially, Red, how do you want to kill it?
I'm not kind. I through a series of attacks, I am hitting it, but I'm not going for the kill on any of them. I'm taking my time with this thing. I am taking this thing apart slowly.
Okay. You all watch as Red disassembles this creature on the ground. And while doing that, Elise does do a heal on Marco to where she tries to pull him out of his death saving throws. So at this point, Marco is still at a 0 intelligence. He is still unconscious.
Mm-hmm. It says it's. I see what you were saying with the lesser restoration thing, by the way.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, they changed that. That's so annoying.
Yeah, which is they didn't change in the notes thing, which is dumb.
Mm-hmm. So Elise did the little bit. She basically did spare the dying on Marco, so he is no longer dying. But
Okay.
he is very probably brain dead.
Crap.
You are out of combat now.
Oh god. Alright. I'm in like the biggest deepened shock ever. Elise, did you do it? Is he
I don't have
breathing?
any way to return intelligence or he's breathing. I don't know if he's there though.
We can't force an attunement onto another person, could we?
No. It has to be conscious.
Think of something fast.
While you all are looking down at Marco, Abaddon,
Mm-hmm.
you notice that the walls are once again doing that strange pulsing thing that are a little bit quicker than normal.
Like same as when the intellect virus hopped out, right?
Or something. They are reacting to whatever has happened in this area. You don't know what it
Okay.
means, but they are reacting.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold action.
The silence ticks on as you all stand there in silence, not knowing what to do.
Kath, is there anything, like, if I did a medical check, would I be able to tell if he's just stunned by the way, or is he brain dead?
Unless you have a way to give him back intelligence score, you don't have any way to check because he is just unresponsive.
So
To
he
everything.
has hit points, right? He has hit points right now, right?
Elise did spare the dying on him, so he is at 0 but not dying.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna lay on hands him.
Sure.
Uh
You can lay on hands, but because the intelligence score is 0, you will get no response.
yeah. Hmm. Do we know if it's a spell that drained his intelligence?
Creature.
It's just a creature that ate away.
I like kick the remains of this thing with my shoe. It's
Can
what
I-
they do.
Kath,
Mm-hmm.
it says in polymorph that it takes the new mental stats of whatever thing I turn it into. Would that work?
That would.
Well, let me read it.
'Cause it says
you keep
for
thinking of
polymorph-
stuff. I will need to look at this.
Yeah. Yeah. So the transformation lasts for the duration or until the target drops 0 hit points or dies. The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating. The target's game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast. It retains
So
its alignment and personality.
So
what it
heal
says.
them and polymorph them.
That's what I'm wondering if I can do that.
When the polymorph wears off, he would go back to being his body.
Yes, but we have that time then to at least do stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if we could get him to something that'll regenerate, what can regenerate him?
Like very little of anything.
A wish spell?
Yep.
The regenerate spell that
would
none of
work.
us
Thing?
even have access to.
Yeah, like
Something?
a cleric or something would know.
You mean
a
like
high-
Rooney?
Yeah.
I don't think regenerates cleric. At least it used to not be. Oh, no.
It
clerics can do
transforms a creature. So I don't know if it would transform a creature with 0 intelligence to one with intelligence.
Well, its game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast.
It says here, for
Well, hold on.
example, if a creature is reduced to 0 hit points and is then polymorphed. I know technically you're going to give him some, but it says the
Yeah.
transformation would have no effect on their incapacitated state. So I would assume as they are 0 intelligence and are incapacitated, it would have no effect on them.
It just says.
So hold on, we can figure this out.
Yeah,
Calf,
it says or a creature with 0 hit points. Yeah.
if when a person dies, they are no longer a creature; they're considered an object.
Right.
For all intents and purposes, right now, is Marco considered an object?
No. But that will not work. You cannot polymorph him as he is incapacitated.
Do we leave or kill everything?
Good. Abaddon, do you have to go through the teleportation?
No.
Could you
Not-
send Marco back to the guild?
We could, yes.
And
Is
message
there,
to
is
Sula?
there a space here, Kat, that I
Not
could
in here.
write chalk on?
The walls are spongy and slick and slimy.
Yeah, I would have to be not in this area though.
How far back is the closest
Not-
area?
It's been quite some time.
God damn it.
God. Yeah, we're gonna have to make a decision to either leave or
Or do we kill him and
So he's even if we give him hit points, he'd still be unconscious?
He is still unconscious.
Because his intelligence score is 0, and he remains like this until he gets at least 1 point.
Yeah, well, like the spell doesn't say anything about unconscious though.
Yeah, but he's incapacitated.
He is incapacitated. An incapacitated creature cannot be polymorphed.
Does it say that somewhere?
That's the DM saying it.
That is me
Okay.
saying that.
Oh yay!
Leave, kill everything.
I want to do what I can to get him back to what he was.
Elise says we were looking for a stone that they stole. If we leave, we might subject the entire dwarven population to this.
God damn it. Isaac, do you trust Rudy to get Marco the help he needs?
Rooney's not going to come down here. None of them are going to come down here.
I'm assuming, Cat, like for time wise, just to make this in my head, if we carried him out and then came back here, our buff from the ghost, would that go away?
More than likely, it wouldn't.
We got buffed by the ghost?
Wouldn't
Oh yeah,
last
all
that
of our
long.
mental stats, so we have advantage on saving throws.
Yeah.
That doesn't help a natural
Which-
1, Marco.
Well,
but
he had to roll twice.
Yeah, he didn't roll.
Yeah.
twice,
Did he roll
though.
twice? Did he double nat one?
He didn't roll twice.
He did not roll twice, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
And it's too late to go back in time.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I guess
Okay.
so. I didn't
Wait,
know,
yeah,
so I would have
'cause-
reminded
wait.
you, but I didn't know that.
Wait, he was doing a saving throw?
It's too late.
It was
I know.
It was a saving throw that he would have had advantage on.
And yeah, he would have had a +2 from me as
No, he
well.
wouldn't have.
Oh, because I wasn't close enough.
Yeah,
You
we
weren't
were 10
nearby,
feet.
no.
Damn.
What would he have rolled? Could you have rolled it, Kath?
I think that he also had disadvantage because he got sneak attacked by the creature. So really, the buff and then the disadvantage would have had the regular roll, which is the natural 1. So no, it is correct.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we could maybe take off his armor, lighten the load, and put him on somebody's back.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to let go, guys.
Elk.
Yeah, my elk. I'll cast
And how
Fine.
long is that going to last? I don't think there's. You guys know magic better than I do. What could bring that back?
Him?
Cleric.
Yeah,
Bard.
cleric. Yeah.
Druid.
We need a
Yeah.
cleric immediately.
at least you're a cleric. What does he need?
I don't have a spell that would be able to do it, but maybe, restoration?
Divine intervention? A wish?
Regenerate.
Either way, I
Regeneration?
cast Find Steed and I spawn in my elk in case
Okay.
we need to carry him out.
I tie Marco to the elk.
Okay.
Is he self-sustained, or is at least going to have to keep pumping spells into him?
Are you talking about the elk or Marco?
Marco.
Oh,
Coma.
Does she spare the dying, right? Or
Yeah, he is stabilized.
He is
Okay,
currently
okay.
stabilized, yeah. She spared the dying.
okay. So
Yeah.
his brain's
so
not
he's fine
gonna,
for
like-
a weeks then. So he's fine.
Okay.
The body will not decompose.
Okay.
No, that's not that spell.
That's a different spell.
Different spell? I thought it was spare the dying.
No, spare the dying is, it's just
Oh,
it
no, yeah,
saves
that's a
them
different
from
spell.
dying. I think you're thinking of gentle repose?
yeah, general repose.
Yep, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yep, thank you. I was like, nope, that's the wrong one.
Alright, so you put Marco on a stag.
Point at Marco. 3 days. You live 3 days.
Well, then we have the time. I think we should keep moving. The walls did that pulse thing again, by the way, once we killed these, so I really think we should move.
We kill whatever comes in our path.
Agreed.
I'll keep
Make
Marco
sure nothing
safe.
attacks Make sure nothing attacks Marco and Elise.
Yeah.
Everybody, keep your fucking heads on a swivel.
I'm gonna, Kath. I'm gonna put lay on hands, and I'm gonna max out Marco's health. So
You
that
can
he's-
do that,
I think we should
but
wait
it's
here,
not
Isaac.
going to change anything.
Well, isn't it gonna
Nope.
bring
Gives him
like
a
It
li-
does not change
his
anything.
physical health? No, he's still just gonna be at 1
He
HP.
is
no
still
matter what?
unconscious.
Okay.
But you
Alright.
can, if you want to use all of your spells on that, you can bring the body back. But he will remain unconscious.
Where are these things sticking out of the wall there?
Yeah, I'll pump a few hit points into him regardless.
Good question.
Just
I don't
as-
know. The DM.
I'll put 5
Um,
hit points into him just to. I don't know.
So while you have Marco on the thing, you guys start looking around. What are you doing? Are we searching for something? Are we going deeper? What's the plan?
I'm looking at that right there.
Well,
Going deeper.
this is just a map. I don't have anything
okay.
with what's in it. So you're just in a brain map right now. You're just kind of walking through everything. It's really gross. There's like little bits and baubles hanging out of the floor and stuff. So you
Yeah.
don't really see any other creatures kind of hanging out.
I don't really see any other path than this other one over here, so I'm gonna go over here and poke my head around
So you continue down the path is what you're telling me, right?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How far are you going down? 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes? an
I'll tell the
hour?
group. I'll tell the group I'm heading up ahead a little bit. I'm gonna go like 3 minutes up.
Okay. So you continue down the path, Isaac, and you are seeing more of the same, more of the pulsating floor, and everything else. You're just continuing on the path.
All right. I'll turn around and I'll head back to the group and tell them, "Let's go. I think I found the path."
You are in a
I will-
maze.
Brain
Remember,
maze.
the walls are contracting and things around you. It is trying to get you lost. Don't forget that.
Oh, okay. Do I make it
Oh.
back to them?
Kath, I have a question. Is it trying to get us lost through magical means?
Well, that's what the Arcana check was for, and that's how you and Abaddon were able to keep your wits about you the first time round. But it is pulsating more and more, so it seems to be waking up.
I need to know if it's through magical or biological. If it's magic, then that's fine. But if it's not,
So
that's
both?
biological.
I guess
Basically,
biological?
I can't. I and my party can't become lost when they travel with me unless it's by magical means.
It is by magical means, because it says here that you need to roll Arcana to see it trying to block you in. So I'm assuming since you have to roll Arcana to see it, it would be a magical-based ability.
So am I lost?
High or low?
Hi.
No, you are not lost. You are
Alright,
able
I'll
to make
make
it back to your party, but you do see that the walls are kind of contracting and you had to kind of squish your way through one area.
I'll tell them that it's trying to get us lost, but this path is the only one I see currently.
Stick together. Don't go alone.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I
we
can agree
going?
on that, yes.
Yep.
We are all moving together down
will-
the path.
Yep.
Okay. And are you doing anything other than walking?
I am being quiet. I can't see the path, so I'm just. Is this where we're going?
Probably. I don't actually have a set path. I can't expand the map anywhere. So we are you're walking down this icky pathway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll make sure that I'm next to Marco and Elise.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we like? What I get the sense that we're kind of like inside of a creature.
You are in what you would consider a mind flayer's nest.
Disgusting. Also, fucking terrible.
Burn it all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take out one of my treated arrows
Okay.
and stab it into the wall.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This
You
is
stab
peril.
your arrow into the wall, and it goes into the fleshy bits. You do see that the wall kind of reacts, and it pulsates quite like vividly outward, and it starts to bleed a little bit.
Good. I'm just gonna leave that treated arrow inside of it.
Okay.
I have 13 of them left.
Is there anything else you all want to do while walking?
I'm just gonna be monitoring Marco while I'm
I'm
riding on the
keeping
elk.
an eye out for anything that might try and I'm trying to keep us from not getting lost.
Okay.
That's my goal here.
So Red is
Yeah.
keeping you from getting lost. What is the rest of the party doing? Remember, you are searching for something that was taken.
Currently, I'm on guard duty.
Okay.
Yeah. So you said this is a maze. Do I know this is a maze at all?
I mean,
Or are we just going through this one tunnel? Like, is there winding paths that
I call it
break
a
into
maze,
different-
but like you're going back and forth and back and forth and going through this biological mess of whatever this happens to be.
Okay. Can I investigate
I'm gonna
like
jot down the path that we're taking.
Sure.
Yeah, can I investigate the walls to see if there's any like pattern or hidden paths that we're possibly missing?
Sure. Give me an investigation roll.
Okay. Come on. Come on. I'm supposed to be the investigation guy.
Oh, you were the con guy. Did you give
Um,
that up?
So
I'm
as
both.
you're kind of walking around, you do notice it's too small, but occasionally you do pass by pieces of wall that might go into a different path, but you can't like squeeze through it because remember, if you put too much pressure on the wall, it tries to eat you. But you do
Interesting.
pass by these blocked off areas as you are going.
Hey, Abaddon, could you burn through that maybe?
I don't know if that's something that would be the best idea to do.
Well,
Seeing as
I-
I think if we touch any of this area,
I know, but
it would.
I feel like we're
react.
walking in circles here, and these little short. I see them as shortcuts, so maybe
I see them as death, so I don't think that's something I would like to do.
Abaddon.
I don't have enough spells. I'm sorry.
Ugh. Dang it. All right.
So Elise is kind of staying with Marco on the elk as you all are walking through. Anybody who is keeping an eye out, please give me a perception roll. I know Isaac was on guard duty. Red's in the front as well.
Do I also roll, even though I rolled investigation?
Sure. I mean,
Yeah,
you were
that tracks.
investigating something else.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm right in the map, so I'll do it too.
Okay. Okay.
17.
Red, as you are kind of leading the path on here, you do hear what Verdant said about side paths. So you kind of expand your search a little bit to actually look at the walls to see if maybe it's hiding stuff from your party instead of just following the path as given. And you do notice in a couple different places there appears to be a thinner layer of brain matter that you could push through. It doesn't seem to pulsate like the rest of it, but it does appear like it's given a film over a path. And you do see a couple of those as you're going on the way.
What does that tell me? Like I'm seeing these side paths.
Mm-hmm. So it is clear to you that it is probably leading you in a direction because it is blocking off other paths.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the next side path I see. It's like slowly closing. I'm just gonna cut it open.
Okay. Red, you kind of swiftly go up to one of those soft what did I call it? Soft brain matter, and you kind of take your axe and slit it really quick before it has a chance to grow, and you do see a bigger path on the other side.
I will hack it open and guide everybody through it.
Nice.
Okay.
Aha.
So you all make your way through this path. It does appear to be a kind of like small, natural area inside the brain. The air in here seems actually even colder than what's out there, so this feels like a closed off area. In this area, you do find what appears to be the corpse of a dwarf in the corner. Isaac, I'm sure you go up to it. You see that the armor appears to be pitted with acid and covered in kind of like a fungal residue from everything that had been around it. What you see in his pack, like a broken weapon is next to him, a small cooking pot, and a holy symbol, but it's kind of corroded so it's hard to see, but it is probably the one that everyone follows. But yeah, the area here is very cold, very still. Yeah, there is a backpack on him as well.
No
Or
touch.
You don't want me to search it and see if that thing's inside of it?
No touch.
All right. I'll keep moving with the rest of them.
Well, that was all that was in this little alcove.
I'll go up to Abaddon, magic eyes, and point to the body.
So
You want me to see if there's anything magic on him?
there's a we'll just use this
Magic
one over
eyes.
here, where there's this little corpse here in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, V. I'll move you over.
Neat.
Unconscious Marco. Yeah. So there's just the body of a dwarf over here,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a pack
Like-
and stuff. So you're
So
using
guys,
what?
do you want me to just take magic? Do you want me to get the pack red with like my hand thing?
Magic
I don't know if I can.
eyes, no touch.
I will take magic.
Okay.
Any
Abaddon,
magic on him?
you detect magic, and yes, you see something magical inside the pack.
Okay, can I use my mage hand to go and rummage through and get it out?
Sure. So Red, you see the backpack kind of open, and then you see it kind of go, and then something from inside the pack invisibly gets lifted out of it, and you all see there's a kind of gem in it.
This it?
Is that the only magical thing?
That's the only magical thing you see. I mean, as you kind of pull it out, the bag tumbles forward, and you do see other bits and baubles inside the bag. There's like some rope, a book, bedroll,
Book, you say?
those kind of things inside the bag.
What is the which school of magic is this?
I will have to pull it up. Hold on.
Okay.
But
In the
while
meantime,
I'm
I will grab the book as well.
sure.
Does the
is
gem thing
fine.
Does the gem thing match the description that the ghost gave us?
I mean, it's pretty close. The only issue that you can kind of see is that it has a large crack in it. Hold on. Let me do one thing at a time. First thing, you are asking what is the thing. So, the crystal that you are holding, it is cracked, but it has clearly been reinforced with an etched lattice of mithril, and it appears to maybe even be fungal resin, and then it also has some ancient dwarven ruins kind of crafted on the outside of it. So it was cracked, but it has clearly tried to have been fixed, whatever this happens to be. So that is that. And then the other one is abjuration. The crystal is giving off abjuration magic.
Abjuration magic?
Abjuration magic.
Did you tell everybody about the runes and stuff?
On it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell everybody about it and I'll show you guys.
I'll take a look at it.
Yeah. Focusing on blocking, banishing, protecting you against harmful effects, both magical and physical.
Are these magical runes the same magical runes from the earlier old dwarven tech that I worked on?
They appear very similar, yes.
Can I get kind of a feel what's going on with it? What the previous craftsman was up to? Trying to fix it?
I mean, it looks like they're just trying to reinforce. It probably appears to be fixed, although it would need to be replaced by something more secure. Like, it won't last a long time in its patch fixed state.
We talking like a couple days or a couple 100 years?
You don't know. You've never
Try
seen
mending
this
on
before. Can you mend a magical item?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mending is the spell repairs a single break or tear in an object or you touch, such as a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or leaking one skin. As long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it.
I also have mending.
This spell can physically repair a magic item or contract, but the spell can't restore magic to such an object.
Ah. So you could attempt to fix the crack in it, but it won't fix the leaked and broken magic of it.
Yes, if there's still magic in it, sweet, but I can't replace the magic that was lost, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it currently is in a state where it is holding whatever magic is currently in it as is. So you could continue to fix it more, but it looks like the patchwork stuff that was on it seems to be fine.
Yeah, I'll mend it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't suppose this is one of those things that Lisa's got to bleed on.
I'm not bleeding on it.
Yep. I'll just keep mending as much as possible.
Come on, Elise. One more rock.
Okay.
One more rock.
I think this is it. Let's get the hell out of this place.
Did you do anything else with the body, or are you just taking the stone?
I think just the stone and then the book. That was it.
Okay. So you have the book. Are you going to be doing anything else, or are you guys just going to GTFO from here?
I just want to look at a quick scan. Can I read what it is about?
It
Just
is
like the
in
front
Dwarven.
page. I was like, real quick, what does it say?
Reads book. Scroll. Do I get the gist of it?
Yes. I sent it to you.
We follow the whispers, not theirs, hers. The stone still calls if you listen. We basked ourselves in the spores. We avoided the seeing beast. Creepy. We found it. A miracle. But the exit was gone when we returned. A wall of thought and stone, alive and unyielding. We couldn't get out, but we repaired it. All right, so that explains that. Used what we had. It should work for now. If anyone finds this, please return to Mailer. Mailera. Maelra.
Have we heard the name before?
Hold on.
Malara?
What's that?
Malara?
Malara!
Let me look.
I heard her sing again before I passed out. I hope she's still waiting. That's the ghost girl, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's return it then.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right.
Now, you all get back to that thin membrane, and it has already started to seal itself again. How are you going to attempt to get out of this maze? Are you going to do it quickly, stealthily, or just meanderly? Like, how are we going to leave? And, you know.
I'd like to leave as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I
Me
think
too.
swiftly but safely. You know, like on guard the whole time.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna have to be quiet.
I'm not good at that.
I heard a lot of conflicting viewpoints here.
I'm down for fast.
I also agree with fast. Swift.
Are we doing slash and burn?
No. 2 of these things fucked us up.
Because we were caught off guard, but now we know where they can come from.
It literally anywhere.
Yeah, but if we're slow,
Smart.
wouldn't they be able to leap onto us more easily?
Or we slip out without them knowing.
That's true.
Efficient.
I'm just worried that with every step we take, this brain hive mind informs everything where we are, regardless.
Me. If you want fast, I'll go. Don't think smart, though.
Honestly, I think no matter what we do, the more we stay here, the more time we're losing.
Yep. Let's skedaddle.
Mm-hmm.
So how are we skedaddling?
If you think we can get out of here quietly, we'll go to that until we have to go loud. You lead, Red.
Okay.
Okay. So if we are choosing a stealth exit, we can make a couple stealth checks to see if the party is able to get out without causing too much of a ruckus. So,
Okay.
as a party, we will take the average. I need all 4 of you to roll me stealth checks.
Oh boy. Oh, it's not looking good.
We have advantage on these.
Oh, we have advantage?
I have advantage on them.
Oh.
Do. Damn, guys.
Not great.
You keep asking for stealth. I have disadvantage on stealth.
That
Oh.
gives your whole party an average of, we'll round up to 15.
Not great.
Let me see if they notice you. We have not been noticed yet, surprisingly. Let us do it again. So you guys are making your way out. Red, you are trying so hard to keep your party members quiet, but they just keep stepping on like the veins on the floor, and you see it kind of pulsate really violently for a second. The stag's paws are not helping in this aspect, but you know you can get to the exit this way if you are just a little bit quieter. I need 1 more stealth roll from everyone else as you continue for the next part.
Could use a little encouragement here.
Isaac, I believe in you so hard because I don't believe in myself.
I don't know if inspiration helps on this or not, but
D6, it does. You can add a D6 to this. Are we still blessed at all or no?
Bless
Bless
wouldn't
only
help.
lasts a minute. That would have been gone by now.
then add my
Right.
D6 to my 5. Yeah, I got my 6.
Verdant, what's your stealth, buddy?
Woo!
Rolling
We
stealth again?
suck.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is
one
your
more
second
time, buddy.
one. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll a 20 for us, brother. We need a natural
it.
20, please. It's close, but nope. Nah.
Let me calculate that. That is an average of 14 for the whole party.
Ooh.
Let me see
Thank you.
if you are
brother.
noticed.
Oh boy.
Red
Let's
needs
do
extra
stealth.
treat for the carry.
Strangely, you are not noticed, says the dice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you
Thank you,
successfully
14.
make your way out of this heck hole and back into the Underdark Caverns.
Oh my god. I'm so happy to see mushrooms. I never thought I would say this.
So you have successfully walked your way through the pulsating floors, back through the opening, and you don't seem to have aggroed anything else. Weirdly. I didn't expect that. That's fine. So you guys are making your way back at this point.
Back to the
When we
thing.
get out, I'm gonna like grab Isaac by the shoulder, look at his boots, and point at him and say, "Magical."
No.
I point at my shoes. Get these.
I'm constantly keeping the group going.
What?
Most of my shit's in travel stuff for us.
Why?
Because you keep blowing your money on magical items.
What?
Isaac's done with it. He just continues on with
How much money you got?
Oh
Currently, I don't have
God.
really anything anymore.
I've got 2,000.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. I have $82.
Spend money kitting out a wagon we don't use.
Hey, that wagon was helpful at the start of the campaign.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't you try throwing that shade on me.
So how close are we back to the temple?
So remember, it did take you a little bit of time to get over that way. So in your normal walking attire, as Red did take into account the direction of everything, and this is no longer a weird, magical, organic mesh of nonsense, you are able to make your way back without issue. But it's going to take just a little bit, probably about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how speed is key in this party.
Yeah.
And
I'm on a mount, so.
we get there, I'll just put the stone back where it's supposed to go.
Well, we'll get to there.
Oh boy.
Cass, like, I'm not letting you walk out of here without getting at least getting attacked once.
Yeah.
So you all are
Right,
making
which
your way
was-
through at this point. You have a short bit of time. Marco is still unconscious on the back of this deer thing.
Yep.
Is there anything you all
Deer
do
thing?
at this time?
You called it a stag, you called it a deer thing. It is an elk, Kath.
Whatever. It's a creature that you can ride.
And he's so cute. I scratch his little chin.
Sure.
Justifiable dinner.
How dare you? How dare you?
Can I have Verdant roll a perception check?
Verdant, would you
Sure.
please roll a perception check?
I will roll a perception check. God damn it! Why?
God, I love this.
That is a
Why?
Verdant is too
I'm
busy.
supposed to be perceptive. Why
Then
am I never?
He doesn't know then. It's fine.
What?
I'm
What
trying
don't
to-
I know?
I'm trying to
Why
stay
would I
aware
tell
of my
you?
surroundings, but I can't because my wisdom's very low now.
You're
So I'm
hiding
like,
friggin'
I'm pretty-
mushrooms in my pocket.
I don't know what I'm doing.
What? What are you doing? Why are you being sus?
You don't know anything.
I
You
know.
don't know
fine,
and
brother.
anything.
I'm so bad. I'm so
He's
bad.
hiding mushrooms in your underwear.
I know. It's
Is it-
horrible.
So that place was odd and not fun.
It was
And fire.
awful, and yeah. I'm
Uh,
glad
leave,
we're saving like the
leave.
dwarves with this thing, but my
Wow,
god.
that didn't sound racist at all.
Well, what are you talking about, racist? I'm glad we're saving the dwarves. Period.
Be better.
Yeah, be
Uh,
better.
But yeah, I don't like breathing these mushrooms, and I didn't like that brain thing.
for the last time, I think you're fine. I don't even think there's mushrooms in this area, like at
Looks at-
all.
What are you talking about? There's mushrooms everywhere. There's mushrooms literally all around us.
Just for
I like
the hell of it, I want to see if there's actually mushrooms around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's mushrooms literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Just Abaddon
The mushrooms are getting to you. I
gaslighting
knew
the
it.
shit out of
I
everybody.
knew it.
now.
The mushroom spores are getting to you.
I'll
I
look
knew
around and
it.
be like, oh, yeah, there is mushrooms.
I
here.
mean,
Oh my god.
I didn't think there
thought-
was any.
You know what? Just for
yeah.
fun, everyone roll perception. Let's see.
Oh boy.
What is wrong with you?
I have no
definitely-
sense of
I
awareness.
thought she was
right
gonna
now,
have us
Cass.
all. I thought she was gonna have us all roll deception as we just gaslight Verdant.
Perception.
I have a -2 to wisdom. I've got a 6 wisdom. I have no sense of my surroundings
It's
really
okay,
right now,
it's
dog.
alright. I only see 2 people. Oh, there we go. Okay. V, did you
Oh
roll a
my God.
perception?
Well, I
So-
know that the mushrooms are here.
Please
but-
roll a
roll perception.
perception.
It's not for the mushrooms, brother. Just roll perception.
All right, fine. There you go. There it.
Thanks.
Why does it roll so high when
Verdant, relax. It's okay.
put
D&D,
mushrooms in my
baby.
pants?
V, I need you to take a breath.
All right. Let's
Get
see,
this
where the
man.
mush-
So,
Kath, you got this man stressing right
I
now.
didn't
Round-
do anything.
I'm surrounded
did.
by my least favorite.
And as far as Verdant knows, I didn't either.
Oh God, that's right. This is Verdant's hell right now, isn't it?
That's why I want to leave. That's what.
This is Verdant's hell. Just mushrooms everywhere.
I'm breathing the mushrooms. I'm surrounded by mushrooms. I hate it. It's horrible. That's what I've been complaining about. This
We
whole
have gone to hell for Verdant. Yeah.
Yeah, we have gone to hell for Verdant.
No, we didn't do it for him.
So,
We just took him with us.
Red,
All right.
Yeah.
you have realized that your party is making a lot of noise in the Underdark.
Okay.
as
they should-
Verdant has been exclaiming all of this and did not say it was out of character.
It was not. I have been exclaiming it.
So
proudly.
hold on. All of this started because he failed a perception check of something that I was
No, no,
doing that he
that's
doesn't
not-
know about.
That's not
No.
that's not what he's screaming about. He's screaming about how he hates the mushrooms and how he doesn't want to breathe them in anymore. That's what he's screaming about.
Yeah, I was complaining about. Well, I was saying that I'm glad we're saving the ancient dwarves, and then
Okay.
Isaac called me racist.
So
So
as
course I
people
was
getting loud, I'm like, we are not safe yet. Focus.
And at that point, Red,
There it is.
you
There
look
it is.
behind your party as you guys have been walking back towards the thing, and you notice something hanging off of Marco. And it takes you a second, but you rush over to his body to double check, and there appears to be a small silver thread leading from him to the ground and back the way you all came.
Well, that helps us find the hole, but that's
Cut it.
really not good.
Wait, no, like back the way into the brain place, or back not or into another place, back to the way
Correct.
you.
I'm
Oh,
going to say, be ready to move, and I'm gonna cut it.
Don't.
So Red cuts it, and at that point, you all see from further back, there appear to be a bunch of those little brain dudes on hands crawling all over the walls towards you guys. And
How
you
many?
see dozens of them.
I cast protection from evil and good.
Have it on fireball.
But they are all the way down the way. You can run away
we're running.
from them.
Well, of course,
we're definitely running.
we're
Oh, yeah,
running.
let's run.
How far away are they? Like in feet?
Well,
Are they within his fireball range?
they are probably
Wow.
like. And the mushrooms are what's giving off light right now, which is the only reason why you can even see them further down the way. They're probably a good 400 or 500 feet down,
Thank you, mushrooms.
but you see them starting to swarm towards your group.
I still cast protection from evil and good on Marco. Given that
I will move.
I am.
I'll
I'm on
carry
my
it
elk.
Run.
I'll carry up the rear of.
So is this a everyone is running back towards the altar moment? Is that what is happening?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, we're about to Indiana Jones this shit.
Cool. So you guys are GTFOing down the way, rushing towards it as you get to it. Now remember, when you got to the original place, there was a drop down. You did come out, you jumped up here to go the direction you were going. There is a drop down. How are we jumping down? It's about a 20-foot drop.
I will use the rope that I tied last time.
There is a rope here.
My stag can't go down a rope. Can it?
You are being chased. If you stop, they will gain on you.
All right.
It's 20 feet.
It is 20 feet.
Fuck it. I grab Marco and jump off with him. I'll take the brunt.
I'll grab Elise.
Yeah, I'll yeet off the edge with my stag.
Yeah, just princess style right off the end.
Yeah.
Hold on. I will. Wait, do I have that? Yes, I will just say, everybody jump. I got you. Like, just jump off. Doesn't matter. Jump.
Yeah, I jump off.
Well, everyone already is jumping.
Well, was gonna do that anyway.
We're going. Whee! We are midair right now.
Okay, midair. I'm going to snap my fingers, pull apart a feather, and cast Featherfall on all of us.
Nice.
So you all go whee, and then feather fall down to the ground.
Nice.
Is that a group feather fall?
Yes, it's up to 5,
yeah,
and I have wings, so I'm fine.
That's pretty sick. Okay.
This is the first time I've used this thing, and I've had it for forever.
Fun fact, D&D players, a ring of Featherfall is considered to me one of the most valuable items you can ever have in D&D.
Yep.
Cool.
And so this army of little intellect devourers are chasing you guys. I'm just putting them there for sake. And they are starting to crawl down the wall as you all rush your way towards the door that you did leave unlocked. And they are all there. And I'm assuming you rush inside and shut the door behind you as best you can, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
And I tell Red to hold it.
Okay. So you guys rush inside and push the door shut. So, from the last time you were here, you remember that door is kind of airtight. So it takes you a second. I need whoever wants to do a strength check to shut it as fast as possible. Please give me a strength check.
I got advantage on strength checks.
I do too.
Yeah.
Can we team up the 2 barbarians?
Can everybody roll?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Yeah, you guys have all basically jumped inside, turned around, and go
Really?
push. Oh my, is that a double?
Oh my god.
This game hates me today.
Damn, bro.
How did you double nat 1? Okay.
I feel like that's worse than double. Yeah, that's crazy.
Do I get knocked outside?
No, I'd pull you back in.
Hold on.
I mean, if this has got to be how it's got to be, get the fucking thing done.
High or low?
Crazy, bro.
High or low, man?
High, like the odds I'm gonna have to stand off against these things.
Double nat 1.
So, Isaac, you are at the far right side of the door, the part that you can see through. And as you're looking out, you see this swarm of those intellect devourers kind of like coming closer and closer to the door as you're pushing it. And you're like, push faster, push faster, push faster. And then as you get it right there, you see one tendril come in and it tries to attach itself to you.
Oh, crap.
I am sorry. I need you to roll me.
I need to rules lawyer something real quick.
You're gonna rules lawyer me?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay. How
Ability checks cannot be natural 1 or natural 20'd.
I know. That's why I made a roll.
And you also said earlier that you haven't been doing natural 1s and natural 20s for abilities like this, so you wouldn't do it then either.
I have for these kind of things. I haven't for intelligence stuff. For strength things, yes, I've done it for...
Well, Isaac, I tried.
As the player that's being affected, let her do her thing.
All it is that one of the little dude's tendrils come in through the door before you're able to finish shutting it, and I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw, Isaac.
Wait, I'm next to... Technically, we're all barring the door,
you
so
are
Isaac
directly next to it.
Yeah,
so you have
Isaac
the paladin bonus.
All right. Yep, that's about what I figured, and a +2.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
F8.
He has advantage.
You do have advantage. Please roll again.
Ghost buff.
Come on. Yeah,
It hovered on a 3 for a hot second. I was like, oh, come on.
Okay, so Isaac, you see this thing kind of reach through as the massive horde of them come up to the door, and just as it kind of starts to dig into your flesh a little bit, you finish shutting the door and it snaps that part of its tendril off and it kind of wiggles on the ground on the other side for a moment before eventually stopping. So now you all are locked in here.
I'm immediately taking that stone all the way back up there.
Okay. So we are going to, you guys are all inside. You have huffed and you have puffed and you have ran your way back up here. I'll put Marco over here. There's, I guess, I don't know where you're putting Marco, but he's there. So here you all
Marco's
are.
on my elk.
Yeah, I don't know where you want your elk to go. Your elk is just vibing, so
Oh,
there's
okay.
where he is. That's where Marco and the elk are currently vibing.
Okay.
So here you guys are. You have run up to the spirit next to the altar. You do hear banging on the door as they are probably trying to find a way inside. What are we doing?
Is the ghost still there?
Yes.
I'll ask him, like, is this it? In Dwarven, of course.
Mm-hmm. It does look it over and says, yes, but the magic inside has dwindled a lot. It does appear to no longer be leaking, though.
How long do you think it'll hold?
As is. I'm not sure. It looks like it could crack at any moment, and the rest of it can leak out.
Did I not mend it all?
No, you mended it, but there's not a lot
Recharge?
left in it.
So how's it gonna leak if it's mended?
Because there's just not enough in it to keep it going.
How more magic?
I feel like you would need to make it new.
So I've got to craft it?
Yes, but the only thing that you can craft it with is the sacred... I'm trying to look it in my notes right now. Gosh dang it. You guys talked about it last week.
I wasn't here, so I don't have it in my notes, so sorry. Can't
Maybe
help.
the week before. It was a stone from the sacred mines, where they were able to pull the things for the forge. Hey, I don't know where my notes are for this.
Oh, and we got to clean the mines out anyway.
Yes, but this will probably be able to hold at least long enough for you to go and procure more of that ore and a stone and reshape the source.
Do you have any literature here on how to make it?
Unfortunately, no.
There's no.
Nice.
Usually that is held by the master forger.
I don't suppose the Master Forger's ghost hears too.
Well, surely they would have passed down everything from master to apprentice through the years.
So you're thinking the knowledge still lands up in the city? Because they didn't. I don't even think they knew about you guys down here.
It could be secret knowledge that they wouldn't tell anyone about.
If I put this stone in, you think it's going to take care of those things beating on the door right now?
If there is enough power, possibly.
All right. I'm going to go put the stone in there then.
Okay. So you walk up to the altar and you are setting the stone in the kind of socket that's in there. And for a moment, you see the stone kind of vibrate a little bit, and it floats above, and you do feel a little bit of energy kind of pulsate outwards from it. And then the ghost kind of looks at it and says, I don't know if it has enough power to protect you on your way out.
Is there a way to put my magic into it?
Unfortunately, you will have to do what I did.
Burn part of your soul?
You would have to tie it to your soul. And then as long as it is replaced before it fully cracks, you would be fine. But if it breaks before then, your soul could be lost.
I don't know magic. Would I be able to do it?
In theory, yes, you would be able to do it. But
I mean, the best I have is some giant runes.
it is also protects the one that it is bound to. And so if you choose to take it on, it would give you a boon. And so it could assist in protecting you from other psychic abilities and restore you a little bit if they've ever attacked you and kind of drained you. And so it would help with restoring that.
Like mental?
That is what most psychic things do, yes.
Hold on. He points at Marco. One of them got him. He's alive. Would it fix that?
The ghost kind of floats over to where Marco is, and it looks him up and down and says, yes, technically, I could transfer the soul brand to this unconscious person, and it should fix them.
And he gets to be awake and everything.
Yes, but if this is not fixed before it runs out of power, your friend's life is tied to it.
What happens to the soul?
It will be used as a power source as it dwindles.
Can't do that to him.
All right. And we don't got much time. Come on, sister, wire me up.
All right. But that may be the only way to save your friend. I do not sense any movement in the brain.
I suggest we do Marco in case we can't find anyone. This is our quest after all, so it's going to be our top priority.
Are you willing to sacrifice your soul?
Yes.
You have that choice. He does not.
As much as I would like to do it so I could at least say goodbye.
I won't stop you, but I am against it.
How about we have a vote?
If I was in the boat Marco was in, I'd expect you to kill me yourself. One of you, not Verdant. Not Abaddon either.
Wait, why? Why would you want me to kill you?
If I got a big enough...
Don't want to be killed by a lesser creature and won't give the demon in Abaddon's head satisfaction.
You calling me a lesser creature? Wow.
You are
Elise
small.
says focus.
All right. Let's all take a vote, I would say, because each of our opinions matters. I vote that this is our one chance to get Marco back to his original state. Because how else are we going to find a very specific few spells from a high cleric that would bring him back?
What if I made it better? He looks at the ghost. I'm like, what if I improve it? Make it larger, more power. Could we drain a little bit into Marco and bring him back?
The only thing that can save your friend would be a soul bond with the item.
That's my vote. I think he would want us to risk that. But that's what I think. And if I were in Marco's shoes, that's what I would want too. I wouldn't want to just leave it up to fate for us to find a super high level spell from someone. That's where my vote is. Elise, Isaac, Abaddon? What do you
I
think?
think the best way to bring him back might be by this, but I mean, I agree. Not giving him the choice is not the best.
I think it's the only choice we have.
It does feel like a surefire way to bring him back, yes.
Okay.
Either way this goes out, if the group decides for Marco to be soulbound, I will take the blame for it. If we decide that he is not, I will soulbond myself.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
Isaac, you have Red for no, Abaddon for yes, and Verdant for yes. And so really it kind of falls on you.
It comes down on you. You've already said yes, though.
Well, what about Elise? Elise's opinion matters too.
Elise sides with Red.
Oh, crap.
Because she's Red's girl.
Also, me and Elise are holy people. If like we see, our souls are destined for somewhere, and if I remember correctly, Marco doesn't talk about it, but he follows a god.
But you don't really know which one.
Yeah, I didn't.
I thought it was
know that.
Helm,
Maybe. You'll have to wake him up and ask him.
which is one that Verdant would really respect.
So Isaac, this is up to you. Nobody else can sway your opinion. You are the tiebreaker, Isaac. Are we bringing Marco back?
I'll carry the blame. You're not done yet, soldier.
So with a 3-2 vote, the spirit, you can kind of see it takes its hands above the crystal for a moment, and you see it lead some of the energy over into Marco's still body. And for a moment, you can kind of see the light shimmer just ever so slightly, and then it snaps to something, and then the glow kind of fades. And you see, as Marco kind of starts to stir on the ground, the stone itself seems to be almost empowered by him as well. And it glows brighter and brighter, and you actually feel that wave of energy grow stronger, and it pushes outward, and you feel a kind of, like the hair on your skin, like the hair on your arms kind of standing up as it pulsates outward. And through the closed door that you heard the scratching and the clawing at, you hear a shriek as if hundreds of beings on the outside have suddenly been shunted off the door. And Marco sits up and he says, Hey, what happened, guys? How do we get back here? And this is where we will pause this week's session.
No.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. I really appreciate it. We will join again, I believe, in 2 weeks. Is that right, Red?
Yes, I'm hoping so.
And so we will be pausing for 2 weeks. We'll be back to see what is going on from here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your night. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Red, what the hell did you do to me?